In this series, we will build a multiplayer Wordle web application using Python. We will learn the basics of front-end development using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and backend API design in Python using Flask. We will also discuss the WebSockets protocol, which will enable us to establish and maintain bidirectional communication between the server and connected clients. I am dividing the series into two parts to make it more digestible. In the first part, we will discuss the front-end design and go through the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code for the website. Then, in the second part, we will go through the backend API design in Flask and the Flask-SocketIO library to create WebSockets. At the end, I will release a video with both parts for those who would like to complete the project in one sitting. As always, the code will be available on my GitHub, linked in the description down below. Before we jump into the project, I want to demonstrate how you can download and run it. Keep in mind that you need Git and Python installed on your machine to follow along. All the commands are in the README in the project repository. We'll first clone the repository into our terminal and enter the repository directory as follows. Next, we'll create a Python virtual environment to localize our project's dependencies. In Windows, this can be done using the following command. However, if you're on Linux or Mac OS, you would have to change this to be Python 3. Let's give it a moment. After the virtual environment is created, we need to activate it. In Linux, this would work using the following command. But on Windows, we have to use the following command. If it works, you should see this green Venv text. Now, we need to install the dependencies and packages that will be required for our project. I have included a requirements.txt file that has all the requirements for the project. We can install this as follows. Once again, if you're on Linux or Mac, you need to change this to pip3 install. Let's give it a moment to install all the packages. Now, we can finally run our application. To do this, use the following command. If you are on Mac or Windows, change the Python to Python 3. The app will now give you a link to view the website. You can play with others in your local network by sharing this link with them. When you click on the link, you will be brought to this web page. Here, we will log in by entering the username, and we'll create a new lobby. I have another tab with the same website to have multiple players in the same lobby. We'll log in here as well, and we'll join the room. The room code is 482777 here. After joining, only the creator of the room can start the game. Once the game is started, it will work like a normal Wordle game. You get 6 guesses to guess the word. I'm going to use a cheeky strategy of guessing 25 of the 26 letters in my first 5 guesses. And hopefully, I can get the answer. So the letters are M, O, L, E, and A. Maybe a mole is the word. It was. So that took me 42 seconds, and it took me 6 guesses. Here I will guess it first, and At the end, you will see a leaderboard, and you can always start the game again. And only the host of the room can start the game. That's the demo. Feel free to download the code yourself and play along with your friends. And I'll see you in the next one where we discuss the front end development.